Welcome back to Rockin' Round Garage. Happy holidays to everybody. Today we're going to work on the rear end. All right, let's get to some tearing down. Here's what it looks like inside. Nice and greasy. I'll change all that out. I'll clean up this whole rear end. I'll make it shine. Prime, paint it. Grind all the welds. I might even chop some of that stuff off. We'll see. I'll make it look good before it goes into the Maverick. There you go. What I'm going to do is move you guys back over here, right here. Maybe zoom in a touch. And I'm going to lower this down. Tilt it down a little bit so I can spin it around, get that bolt out, drive that pin in, push the axles in, get the C-clips out, the axles out. Then we could strip off emergency brakes, check out the seals, probably pop one of those out, and try to get everything cleaned out, drained into the pan. This side is shorter than this side. So you pull the axles out. You take off 2 7/8 off this side, somewhere in the thick part, because it tapers down at the end. Take out 2 7/8, measure it up, from here to the flange to make sure they're both even. Then you take a spare axle out of this side, flip it around, put it in this side. So that makes a 54, I think, and a 1/4 inch rear end, which is a 1/4 inch wider than that one, which I can live with that. 373 posi, 8.8 size ring gear, 31 spline axles. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Rear disc brakes, emergency brakes, the whole shot. Then you cut off all these brackets, shorten it up, weld it up, make sure it's straight. Throw welds here and welds here after you clean all that up, just to help, because they only got these plug welds in them. And according to the internet, they spin. This is my first time doing this style. So the secret is to cut straight, weld straight, don't let it walk. Make sure your caliper brackets are clocked in the same position. And I bought aftermarket saddles. Got to find out the pinion angle on the motor and trans when I got it in there. Opposite pinion angle on this when I mount it. So I can't weld the pads in until I get the pinion angle where we need it. So there's no vibration. I bought the adapter for the drive shaft for that kind of flange style yoke deal. I might buy an aftermarket cover. But yeah, we're getting it. Now we're going to go around, we're going to spin off the backing plates. I don't know if I can get that axle out because of the garage door, but we'll work on one side at a time. Okay, follow me. The car don't roll very good in the garage. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to put you right here by the Maverick. Right there. You know what? You want to lower down? Okay, we can do that too. Lower you on down. You can be right. So, axles are out. Looks pretty good. I'll let it drain overnight. Maybe even run some rags into it. I got to get it nice and clean. Got to do some grind marks so I can put it back where it was, because all those brackets are coming off. So, stay tuned. Part 2 coming up. And somebody's got a mess to clean up. Back again on the Explorer rear end build. I'm going to go ahead and throw this cover back on with a few bolts so it'll somewhat stop dripping all over the place. And get that on here. That's done. Get that out of the way. All right, what we need to do is take 2 7/8 out of here. What I can do is spin the rear end, take my grinder, knock this off, knock this tab off, and cut it out of here. Or I can knock this leaf spring mount pad off and cut it out of there. Anyway, all 3 of these got to come off. So I'll take out the leaf spring pad. All right. Catch up to speed. I got out the old plasma cutter, and man, it made short work of all these brackets. First time I've used it since I bought it. Look at that. Minimal grinding. This little baby right there. LTP 5000D, made by Lotus. That thing worked great. Great. It's 220. That, I'm telling you, it worked great. I'm here sitting there trying to cut off all these things with a cut-off wheel and this and that. And that thing, I got minimal grinding. Hopefully I didn't gouge, but it's okay. I'll fill it in. That thing worked dynamite. A new go-to. It's going to make short work of these floor pans that I got to do. So I had it set on full blast and it cut right through. I think it was like 3/16 brackets. Yeah, I had to get it all set up. That's why I paused the video. Now I'm airing out the garage. It looked kind of smoky. All right, so now I'm just going to clean up this side axle tube over here. Measure up my 2 7/8. Whack out the outside, whack out the inside, bevel it, put my clamps on it, tack it up with the old welder. But I got to air it out. All right, I'll be back. All right, we're going to do some grinding. Got a lot of grinding ahead. Got out the electric for this one. We'll spin this as we need it. Get throw the sparks that way. And I'll adjust this on the fly. Try to throw all the sparks that way. Now we're going to measure, slice, slice this baby back together. Let me get the cutoff wheel and stuff set up, and we'll be back. Here's what it looks like. It's got a few peaks and valleys. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll be filling that in with weld. After I get this thing cut and shortened, I'm going to wire wheel the heck out of it, all over it. Bent. We're going to cut somewhere in there, somewhere in here, clamp it, and then get it welded up. I got a lot of cleaning left to do. I still got a lot of cleaning left to do. All right, I got everything marked best I can. If I mess it up, I'll weld it up. You gotta cut the outside line first and then the inside. So let's give it a shot. done. That's how it is. I'll do a little cleaning that up. Take these off. Set them over here. Take this off, set it over here. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up. Oh, I'm spilling. Clean that up, put a bevel on them, on each end. Put my clamps on, lock it in, measure from here to there on this side, because this side is gonna be exactly the same as this side, or you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put my clamps on, lock it in, measure up, line my caliper brackets up, my flanges, and I'll be good to go. All right, let me get it set up. Get the tape out, measure it, 17 and a 16th. Now we measure this, so I can get it in there. 17, just a little bit. So guess what? I'm gonna move it out. Put you on top here. We are just a little bit off. 17. That's it. Right there. Bring this around. Snug it. Yeah, you got a nice little gap there. 17 and 16. Now we will rotate this baby over. Okay. That side. Measure this. 17 and 1/16. 17 and 1/16. Dead on. Got a little bit of a gap. Look at it. Perfect. Perfect. Measures up nice and tight. What I'll do is I'll get my welder out. Throw some tacks on this baby. Let me lift you up here and get you out of the way. 1 second. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Rock and Ron Garage. We got a heck of a mess going on here, but we got it all welded up. We're going to go ahead and grind it down, smooth it out, just start to clean it all up. I'll probably end up sandblasting this and a couple other pieces, the backing plates, after I get them trimmed. And I'll flap disc and wire wheel and clean up some of these welds, make it look presentable before I even clean up the garage. So let's have at it. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Okay, so that's for all the grinding. It's a lot of work. I got a contour tool and a wire wheel. I'm just going to start hitting it, spin it, hit it, spin it, hit it. I got the new seals on order. The backing plates I got to strip and blast. Like I said, I'm going to blast this. I got the seals, brakes, and pinion seal all on order. Should be coming in any day. So I'll get that tool set up and do some more cleaning. Here it is. Got a couple little divots. It ain't perfect, but I'll clean it up. It's a rusty relic. We'll see how she shines. All right, let's get to some wire wheeling. I believe that's good enough. I do believe I got a mess in this garage. All right, now we're going to clean up the shop. Man, it needs it. We got it pretty clean. Best I'm going to get it. Wire wheeled, contour tooled. That's what that thing's called. That thing's nice. Like I said, I'll blast that. And now we can just wipe it down, blow it off, wipe it down, wait for the seals, and put that baby together. Stay tuned. Well, here it is. All buffed up, cleaned up. Thus, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get that cover in the sandblaster and get to blasting. That, I'll do the backing plates too. They're over here. Those got to get blasted. The garage is somewhat clean. I mean, the floor is stained, but it's clean. Maverick build rear end continues. Welders all put back up. All right. Thank you. Subscribe, please.